Previously on Fly with the Guy. This is actually my last commercial trip of the month, as I'll be starting a charter assignment next month that will carry over into January.
I was on the flight, I'm like, they could have maybe seen it, but no, they came off the...
At this point, I'm just committed to the slam click, and I'm not going to leave the room. I mistakenly took that 8-hour nap, you know. Let's call it a nap. That's what it was. It wasn't a sleep. It was a nap. I have all of the goodies for everyone to dress up.
Hey player, what you gonna get, for Christmas? Yeah. What you gonna get?
Hey freaking flyers, welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm Brandon, a guy who flies. Today is an off day, but tomorrow I think it's gonna be on this vlog. We are flying, so consider this my vlog getting ready for my charter assignment. I am starting a 21-day trip tomorrow, and I need to get ready because this is the longest that I have ever been on the road for a work trip. To do it a little bit differently, I did take some time and I made a very comprehensive packing list of everything I would need. Use that list as a guide. I've already done some of the work because I've went out and bought a lot of the products and things that I've needed. I've also already dropped off laundry and dry cleaning, so those things will be ready for pickup tomorrow. Now it's just a matter of putting all the pieces together. I said all that to say,
attention everyone.
You will wait until I get right
J
here.
and C trains will not stop at everyone.
Oh
Jamaica
my
Central
God.
bound J.
I gotta hold it up like this. So, I never even mentioned what I was doing, but I'm procrastinating this packing process because my friend Nina is in town. And so I came out to Brooklyn to hang with her. Then we just had dinner, like, as you just saw. And so I'm about to get my license. That was Jay right there. We just missed it. She's learning the subway system, and me barely haven't been here for a year of teaching it. Alright y'all. Hello. We are T-minus 2.5 hours before I need to be at the airport, or leaving for the airport I should say. And just like that roast you're preparing to make this weekend, I am undone, I am not prepared, I am not ready. Okay, let me backtrack a little bit. I did pack. All of my bags are overweight. My carry-on bag, my check bag, everything is overweight. So here is the to-do list right now. I'm currently at the laundromat. I need to pick laundry, dry cleaning. I need to pick up some snacks for the flight, and I need to also pick up white elephant gift because our crew is going to do a gift exchange on Christmas Day. Then I need to cut my hair. I'm going to cut it all off. Gone, so I don't have to deal with it for 3 weeks. Then I need to repack my bag and try to get it under 50 pounds. And I also need to try to edit this video because it's supposed to go out today. So that might be an airport project if I can get there early enough, because the flight leaves at 5 and I'm trying to be there at 3:30. That's our to-do list. Let me stop talking and let me get into action. Okay, so I made it back to the house. Errands are done. Let me turn this heat on. I'm sitting here in the cold. Do a quick little Q&A and answer some questions because I know I've been just throwing out and saying different phrases, and I know there's new people on the channel, non-aviation folks on the channel. So to clarify a few things, because I've mentioned commercial flying and charter flying. Simplest put, commercial flights are scheduled flights that anybody can purchase a ticket to fly on. So what you normally see, you go on Google, you search a flight from New York to Paris, that is a commercial flight. Charter flights are a little bit different. Somebody is renting the airplane and the crew to go from point A to point B. Now, charters are all set up differently. Sometimes you'll see them like sports teams when they travel, they have to charter a plane. You have private entities, like private people who charter a plane. You could charter a plane if you want to fly your whole family down to the Caribbean for y'all family reunion. You can rent a whole plane and fly your whole family at a set date on a set time if you get it like that. I'm starting a charter trip, 3 weeks. It's 21 days. I am not working all of those days. I think I'm only working like 7 of those days. So there are some very short and some very long layovers all in the mix. The client is pretty much the one that dictates when things happen. When they say the plane moves, the plane moves. Legalities do matter in terms of like rest and the amount of crew and things like that. But so it might not look like your traditional schedule that you might be used to. A lot of times it looks better because you get really long layovers in places that you normally do not fly to. So that's the difference between charter and commercial. In terms of luggage, I'm taking 3 bags. I have 1 check luggage. There are some deadheads in here, so I have to be mindful of my check luggage weight. It can't be any more than 50 pounds. And then I have my carry-on bag, which is supposed to be around like 20 pounds, I think, something like that. And then I have my personal item, which will be my tote bag. I'm not bringing my food bag, it breaks my heart to let go of that 3rd bag. As I mentioned, we will be deadheading. I'm actually deadheading today. If you're new to the industry, deadheading is basically positioning where the company needs to get you from one place to the other at the beginning, the middle, or the end of a trip. And so you are technically on duty, so you're getting paid for that flight, but you're not actively working, which means most of the time you don't have to be in uniform. You can sleep, you can eat, you can watch movies, you can listen to music, you can do all the things like a passenger because you're not working the flight, but you're actively on duty. And you can deadhead 2 different ways. You can deadhead on your airline, on your metal, which means you can be converted to work the flight if they need you. Like if somebody got sick, somebody didn't make it, something happened at the last minute, you're active, you're on duty, they could flip you to operating. The other type of deadheading is OAL deadheading, so where you're deadheading other airline, OAL, other airline. The wonderful thing about deadheading on another airline is that you can't be converted to work because it's not your airline. And that is nice, but when you... There's a squirrel. I missed it. There was a squirrel on a fence with an acorn in his mouth. Just mind his business. I'm minding mine, he's minding his. Yeah, I will be deadheading today actually on another airline, so that'll be nice. Let's talk about this packing situation because I consider myself to be a very efficient... Hey, squirrel! You can say hey to my YouTube. That's the squirrel, y'all. Where you gonna put that acorn at that you had? I'm not getting out of this car till you move, because you look like you might attack. Side note, where I went to school at, Longwood University in Farmville, Virginia, the squirrels we had on campus, they were some gangsters. They were thugs, they were in a clique, they were the mafia. And them squirrels would literally walk right beside you. Like, they did not care about the people, the students, the nobody. I'm not scared of squirrels, but ever since college, I've come to realize, don't fool around and think them squirrels are gonna run away from you. Oh, it's getting hot now. Let me turn this off. In terms of packing, I'm trying to be mindful. I consider myself to be very efficient, frugal packer, and I'm trying to be even better. We have to, at all times, keep our uniforms and our carry-on luggage. We can never put them in our check luggage. Actually, all of our duty items have to be in our carry-on luggage or in our personal item. They can never go in your check luggage because when you go from here to there and you get there and then now you got to work a flight and your check luggage not there, you're short. So you always have to have our duty items with us. I bought laundry detergent. We're going to be washing clothes because what? I'm not bringing 3 weeks worth of socks, underwear, undershirts, this and a that. No, we're bringing like 1 week worth of everything and we're going to wash it. we're going to be resourceful. And so it's gonna be a whole lot of hotel room laundry service happening on this trip. Actually, I think there's laundry at our hotel in my new base. So to make extra space in my bag, I'm not loading it down with multiples of like the same type of thing when I can wash them. Like I literally work one flight and then I think I lay over for 6 days. Let's be real. I'm gonna get in here. I think I mentioned earlier, I'm cutting my hair off. Like I still have hair right now, but when y'all see me in a little bit, I ain't gonna have no hair. Zoom, zoom. Yeah, that's it. I've been talking for 8 minutes. Yikes. Editing Brandon, handle that. I'm now down to an hour and a half to do all the things. Take my laundry that has been nice and laundered and compressed into the house. The stuff that we bought, I'm gonna pack. And hopefully when I talk to you again, I'll be at the airport. So I never mentioned it, but my Amazon package arrived just in time. Some last minute items. Insect repellent and new shoelaces, because on my last trip I could see that my shoelaces were like fraying and I was ignoring it, and then I went to go tie my shoes and I pulled it and my shoelace just snapped. So Baldhead Caillou is back. I made it to the airport, so I'm going to head and end this vlog because I think it's getting kind of lengthy, and I will start a new vlog for my deadhead to Milan and all that's to come. So it's not a full day, but let's just call a thing and move on. So thank you all for watching. I'm Brandon, I'm a guy who flies, and I will see you all in like a minute.